obviously a long way to go. You guys are still focused on Game 4, but how exciting is this moment knowing that in 2 days you won't have to talk to us for 4 months?
No, I got to talk to y'all in like 3 or 4 weeks. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I have to talk to y'all again. Right around July, first week of July.
What's that for?
Well, you gotta talk to me.
I got to talk to you. No, there's going to be some people there, though. But then Katie and Steph, and that's going to be talking again.
So seriously, how do you balance staying in the moment and appreciating what you guys are accomplishing while also not getting ahead of yourselves?
Well, I think we've it's interesting. We had a conversation in chapel last night about why certain things happen to you, and it's for you to grow. And I feel like we've used the experience you've had in the past to prepare you for moments in the future. And we've been in situations where we've had a huge advantage, and it just slipped out of our hands. It didn't work out the way we wanted it to. So, and we got guys who've never been here before. So, everyone's got to stay locked in, stay hungry. So, that's what we're trying to preach.
Have you given any thought yet to where you guys would stand historically if 16-0 happens?
I have not. Just was asked earlier. But you can't. I mean, you don't want to be the team they measure you and say who's the best team to never win it. So till the job's completed, not even a thought.
Andre, can you talk about the block on LeBron last night? Did he give you some kind of personal revenge from last year's block reality?
Not at all. You got a league full of great players. You got a lot of guys who can make some great plays. You're just looking for the right opportunity to make a play for your team, and it just happened to work that way. So, I mean, you're not thinking that when the ball's being inbounded. No, after the moment we had time left. I mean, I knew we would get to the foul line, make the free throws, game over, but the series is not over with, and you know how karma can work sometimes where you don't want to get too ahead of yourself. So just stay in the moment. We handled the business on that day, and we got more business to handle.
When you look at KD's game, do you see like this dude can get even better, even though he's been in the league a while?
Definitely. We've Steve Kerr and I have talked about that many a times. Of how he can be. He's so dominant and is so quiet. I think that's what makes him great. And within our system, we can make it even easier for him, just as easy as he makes it for us. We're drawing so much attention. So we definitely feel like we can play even better. We can take it to another level, and that's what we're trying to do.
Andre, going back to that block, did you know that LeBron was trying to shoot it from the corner, and how he lifts up the ball? Did you have that in mind and anticipated?
I think the play was going somewhere else, and I was kind of upset that I let him get to the corner. But he did a good job of kind of shielding himself and creating space to catch the ball. And I mean, when you play basketball, you turn two ways to shoot. Your feet are turned two ways, and he does the kind of opposite of the traditional way of turning to shoot. So, if your hand's in the right place, you got a high percentage of causing him to distracting him from shooting the ball cleanly.
I know it sounds kind of silly for a team that's has a chance to go 16-0 on the playoffs, but can you get better as you guys play together moving forward year after year? And what does that mean for the rest of the league?
I mean, I don't think that's a silly question at all. I think that's a great question because, I personally feel like this team there's another level. And, we do have a weakness. And Steve Kerr, he knows what it is, and I feel like I know what it is. And if we continue to grow in that area, then, it gets really scary.
Andre, you played with Clay for almost his entire career. Can you just talk about watching him grow and becoming somewhat of a superstar in this league?
Yeah, I've had a really fun time watching Clay grow. It's a lot of humor there, but at the same time, you kind of feel like a proud older brother. You see a guy who wants it, who embraces it, does a lot of great things that people don't notice, and continuing to grow within his role and being comfortable in that role. And he'll go down as one of the greatest shooters of all time.
What's that weakness
share for the rest
something we have. It's not anything physical though, so that's the good thing. You can't see it.
Okay.
You can't see it.
Andre, I wonder, like, a lot of teams that have competed for titles on a sort of multi-year basis have a tendency to splinter apart, whether it's money, ego, roles, that kind of thing. Why is this team different? Why do you think this team has a chance to be together longer than other teams that had a chance to be sort of dynastic?
Well, I think everyone complements each other really well, so there's no clashing. Everyone does what they do really well within the grand scheme of things, and there isn't. If there is overlapping, then it's in with like the team concept or personalities. Guys blending really well, and it makes the whole picture something that's beautiful. So I think that comes into play. So hopefully that happens. But we're here in the now, and this is where we're trying to focus.
Andre,
When you sound
maybe
about
the Cavaliers players, maybe good players have Olympic gold medal like you, NBA final champion like you, and maybe you'll be the first. Maybe you'll be the first undefeated team with your teammate to have all that achievement.
I guess I got lucky. I don't believe in luck, but I got lucky. Just being at the right place at the right time, playing with great players throughout the course of my career. But like I said, part of that remains to be seen, hasn't been completed. So I don't even think we weren't intending to go 16-0 or shooting for that. The goal is to try to win a championship, and we got some more cracks at it.
How much do you enjoy playing with Steph Curry?
Steph's a lot of fun to watch. I think the thing with Steph is that we believed he could be who he is before. And, when I first got here, Mark Jackson kind of implemented that mentality into his brain, like this is who you can be and this is who you will be. And I'll make sure that, so to see that kind of come to fruition and, all the praise that's gone into him is kind of a beautiful thing because he deserves it and he's a humble guy. And you want to see that happen to guys like him.
When you stripped LeBron or stopped him from taking that 3-point shot yesterday, was there any sense of I got him back for what happened with the chase down block?
Not at all. I mean, different plays happen, different years, there's different moments, and everyone's just trying to put their stamp on the game for their team, and you're not thinking of that during the game. Afterwards, you're thinking like we're up 3-0, we got an opportunity, so let's try to take advantage of it. Let's not get too complacent and too happy. Just stay locked in and stay within the moment.
When you signed with this team 4 years ago, you obviously wanted to pursue a championship, but you're now going to be talked about 73 wins. If you do win, it'll be 2 titles, a 16-0 run, potentially if you win on Friday. Did you have any idea that this was going to be as good? Not just a championship team, but a team like this when you came here?
I don't think you can fathom so much success and kind of all the craze that's happened, but definitely feel like we can make a run at it. We could get to the finals if everything goes right, if everyone stays healthy. Just saw the confidence these guys played with and knew I would fit perfectly with these guys. And I mean, in the grand scheme, when you look back, you're like, you build a culture, you build something that people gravitate towards and people see. And I feel like that's kind of happened and put some different pieces into play that's put us in a position to, we can make this thing last for a good amount of time.